Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We will get started in just a couple minutes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Monica Brady. I am the account director here at Photofy, and I will be walking you through the Photofy Plus Norwex subscription and how showing you a little bit of how to um, utilize the app.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulties on the microphone here. Anyhow, my name is Monica Brady. I am the account director here at Photofy. I also take care of the support as well as training here and leading all these webinars. So super excited to be here today with everyone. Just a couple of things. There is a chat room and you can feel free to talk in the chat room, but I do ask that if you would please use the Q&A button on the bottom to ask any questions. That way I don't miss them. I like to make sure that I do get everyone's questions answered and I don't miss anyone. So hopefully we'll be able to get that taken care of for you guys today. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys a bit about how to, if you haven't registered already, get you guys signed up. Now this is awesome because Photofy is at no additional cost to you if you are a Norwex Office Suite subscriber. So this is available to you at no additional cost. You can register and use all the awesome features of Photofy for the cost of your Office Suite subscription. If you're not an Office Suite member, join and then you'll get the opportunity to check out Photofy. But super easy. If you want to join, if you haven't already, we'd love to have you. It is go to photofy.com/Norwex and you'll see this page here. Gives you a couple of examples of what you'll see in there, give you a little bit more information, and then there is a form here at the bottom. Sign in with your first name, your last name, your email address, and your phone number. This email address must be the same email address that you are registered with Office Suite. So please make sure that you've got that correct. I know some people have tried, they've missed a dot or a dash or a hyphen, or use Gmail instead of Yahoo. Make sure that whatever email address you're entering here is the same email address that Norwex has on file, because that's how it validates you as a member and gives you access. What will happen next? And basically what will happen next is it'll take you over to a success screen, and it'll give you a set up password for you to use as a temporary password to get into the app. Unfortunately, because I don't have an Office Suite membership, I can't actually go through this and show you. It'll just error out and tell me that I don't have the access for it. But go ahead and create this, fill out this form and move forward, hit continue, and it'll take you through and say, okay, you've successfully been registered. Use this password to get in. If you don't have Photofy yet, Photofy is a mobile app. It is not available for the desktop. I know that a lot of folks ask for that. Unfortunately, we do not have a desktop version. Photofy was initially envisioned and created for on-the-go content in the palm of your hand. So it is a mobile-only app. And we at this time do not have a plan to make a desktop version. That may change in the future, but right now we are mobile only. So make sure once you're registered, you go to your app store, and let me go and show you where to do that. Let me stop my screen sharing here, and I'll switch over to my phone. Now, I'm using an iPhone. For those of you on Android, some things may look a little different. I do have an Android device here, so if I need to, I can go ahead and show you what it looks like. But anyhow, on the phone, if you go to your app store and type in Photofy, you can use Photofy Content Creation, you'll see us right there. So make sure you find the one with our logo on it and download. And once that's downloaded to your phone, you can go to the Photofy app. Currently installing. All right. Once the Photofy app opens up, now I've had it installed before, so it's not going to give you guys give me the same things that you guys will see. You'll see a couple of pictures. Just swipe the screen over, and it'll take you to this sign-in page here. I'm going to get my mouse showing here. It'll take you to the sign-in page. Tap on Business Sign-In, and from here you're going to enter your email address and password. Now I'm going to spell correctly. And log in. Hopefully I'll remember my password here. So the first time you sign in, you're going to get a little pop-up page that says, welcome, we're glad you're here. Fill out all this profile information. So it kind of looks like this, but it's got a long list of information. I've got different galleries on here, so it's going to show me a little bit different. But anyhow, fill out that profile info, and it will save all of that within the app, so that when you use your templates or you use some of the artwork where there's a space for your name or email or contact info, it will pre-populate that in so that you don't have to type it each time. And it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to worry about typos. And then you can go from there. So if you notice that you've made a mistake and you need to edit it, you go to the menu, which is these three lines in the top left, and you'll go down to settings. Once you're in settings, here you can change your password if you need to. We also can manage your profile. Now this kind of gives us a little bit of trouble sometimes. Sometimes it will error out, and you got to try it again. We're working on that. Other times it just takes a while to load up. So we'll go ahead and let this see if it'll load for us. If not, then we'll have to try this a little later on. But once you do get this to open, it'll give you the opportunity to edit your profile information. And here we go. Looks like is it loading? Come on. We're praying, crossing our fingers here. In the meanwhile, while we're waiting, let me go ahead and answer some questions over here. So if I change my email with Norwex, do I need to change it somehow with Photofy to continue to use? Yes. The system does validate, so you'll need to come into this area right here, the manage profile. And at the top, there will be a place to change your email. And then from then on, you just got to remember that you need to log into Photofy with that email. Additionally, if you have trouble getting to this, you can contact us and ask us to update your email for you. And see, we got that timeout. And then we can help you out with that. No problem. An iPad, yes, this is available for iPad as well. Any mobile device, really, iOS and Android mobile devices. This is available for you. It's just not available on laptop or desktop. And someone's asking if this is going to be recorded. Yes, this is recorded and available on our support page, support.photofy.com. If you look for the Norwex box, it'll be in there with all the webinars. And screen is extremely scrunch. It's not full size. Is anyone else seeing that problem? I'm not sure what exactly you're meaning. Hopefully everything's working. All right, click green arrow at bottom right. Somebody says. Or the double arrows top right. Somebody says. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so we're going to have problems with this profile, aren't we? Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess move on for now. I will try to log in on my other device so that we can just kind of keep moving and see if we can't get this at least to where I can show you guys what it looks like. So in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and get out of here and go back to the main screen. So what I'm going to walk you through is kind of a tour here. So photos and collages is where you're going to find all of your stock photos. They are provided by Norwex. You also have access to albums on your own device. So if you take pictures of something maybe in action at your house, you can access those there. So camera roll, Photofy. I've got Boomerang, so you can kind of have fun with that as well. And you know, whatever folders you have on your phone. You also have access to Facebook, Instagram, and Dropbox and Google Drive. So if you've got photos that you want to share from there and use as a background image, you can definitely do that. Also, if you, let's see. All right, let's go. Let's see, artwork. These are all of your logos, product images, overlays, I guess you could say. And you use these on top of your background image just to enhance and add some fun stuff to it. Up here at the top, there's going to be a whole bunch of different categories. Norwex does have a lot of images and they try to keep it organized as best they can so that they're a little easier to find. But you can find party invites, stickers, style guide, all kinds of good stuff in here. So just kind of look around and there's toothbrushes. All right, so that's all of your overlays. Templates, these are great. They are ready to go. All you need to do is maybe add a photo or change some text and then you can share it out. So if you're not feeling super duper creative, you can go ahead and grab one of these and very easily create something. Also, if you're short on time. But there's also some like recognition images in here, party invites, all kinds of cool stuff. And then if you just want to share a little, you know, informational, there's some of those in there. Also, they've got them organized out by categories here too. So you've got all the general ones, party invites, and opportunity. In here under repost, these I love for super quick sharing. Like I've got 0 time, but I want to put something out there like right now. These are created by Norwex, ready to go. Absolutely no editing necessary. Again, categorized out in different ways. So you can find what you need to share and share away. So if you click on something, and yes, they do have them in English and in French. So you just got to find the different ones, and Spanish as well. So like I said, they create these and they're ready to go for you. So if you want to share something out, like we'll say clean it forward. This is super cute. Yeah, of course I'm enjoying it. Not going to read. Okay, so you've got this image that you want to share of the cleaning paste. That is super cute. I'm going to go to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, or I want to schedule it, or go to Instagram. This phone doesn't have Facebook on it, I don't think. So we'll go to Instagram, and it moves forward, and I can choose my story or feed, wherever you want to go, and then just click next. Now you're actually in Instagram. So you're going to go ahead and write your caption here, hit OK, and it's going to share it to your Instagram page. So super simple there. Some images actually have some text behind them that Norwex would like you to share. So let me see if I can find one. I want to say it was this one. So if you share to Instagram or Facebook, you'll get a pop-up message that this caption was copied to your clipboard. So you hit OK. And now it's going to move me forward to Instagram again or Facebook, whichever one you choose. And then all you've got to do is when you get to that caption area, click and paste. And now you can, make some changes to it or whatever. But that's some of the text that they want, they request or would like you to share as well. So super easy. But again, that's great for, you're sitting in the car waiting for the kids to get out of school, if they're in school at this time, or, sitting somewhere waiting, or you've got to run off somewhere and you want to get something out. That's just super easy right there. Now, again, like I said, this is an iPhone, so you're not going to see this scheduler button right here if you are on an Android device. Do not worry, you still have the scheduler. It's just in a different spot. And I'll show you how to get to that in a minute. But for now, something you both have is inspiration. These are images that are created by other Norwex consultants who use Photofy. And Norwex has favorited or liked or basically wanted to share. So all of the elements within these images are going to be available within Photofy, as long as they're not like personal images, say like this one right here with the paste, the cleaning paste in the stove. I think I need to get my hands on some of that stuff with the before and after. So obviously that's someone's personal stove. But it gives you an idea saying, oh, well, I can do something similar. So that's what the inspiration stream is for. Now, if you're feeling extra sweet, you can go ahead and click on that image and you can share it. Obviously, you cannot change any of the information, so it's going to have Brandy Miller's info on it, but you can share. So maybe if it's like a general thing or something, if you want to do that. But that's the inspiration stream. So I've shown you reposts and inspiration. Let's go over to templates real quick and kind of walk you through how to do that. Again, if you have any questions during any point of this, please pop that into the Q&A section. I'm happy to answer those. And we can get to all those as we get along. Let's see. So someone did input their information in the profile at the beginning. If you are on an iPhone and you keep getting the spinning circle, give it about 30 seconds. And if it doesn't move forward from there, do a force close on Photofy and then reopen it, and it should be just fine. It should save everything. So, all right. And Kylie, how do you get Norwex on your account? You already have Photofy. If you already have Photofy, go to photofy.com/Norwex and register there. And when you sign into the Photofy app using the email address that you registered with, all of your Norwex assets will come in automatically. So, all right, so let me go ahead and go back. Barbara said when she clicked on inspiration photo, nothing happened. Barbara, are you on an Android or iPhone? I was on an iPhone, so things might be just a little bit different. Okay. So let me go ahead and run through a template real quick with you guys. So let's see, what would you like to see here? I'll go ahead and show you. Let's try this one. So we're going to do a congratulations photo. Okay. So the cool thing about this is some of these actually have the ability to change the background photo. So if you don't like the gray in the background, you can change it. So anything you want to change here, you just tap on it. We want to replace this photo. So we'll replace, and I'm going to go to my albums. Lord knows what's on here. A bunch of stuff I've created. And the top of my forehead, apparently. Ah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this random screen person here. And oops. Okay, so her photo, we're going to change name. So congratulations to, we're just going to say, let's go ahead and tap on that X on the side. Julie Smith, we'll just pull a random name. On your promotion to, we'll go ahead and click new title. I always forget to do that. Region, I'm not sure what your titles are, so I'm just going to say region director, for example. And we'll say done. And now, if you want to change, like some of these, you can change the color of the text. They'll give you the option to make some changes. I kind of liked the white for now. We'll change the background first. So we'll hit apply. All right, so background color. Looks like they give you a few different options here. So you can change them to kind of go with your picture. And then apply. And now it's done and ready to go. So go ahead and tap on done. And now we can share. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, text message, e-card. And for those of you on Android, here's where you'll also find scheduler. So right here, you can go ahead and click on that. You'll go ahead and go to enter date and time. And we want to send this. Yeah, we'll send this at 10:56 a.m. so you can see what it looks like. Tap on close. And then you can enter your caption. We'll say, congratulations on your achievement. And then you can also go on and say, you know, for more information, contact me, and put some of your contact info there in the caption. We'll go ahead and say that we want to send that to Instagram, and we'll hit done. So something to remember is the scheduler will not automatically post for you. You know, a lot of people will email and say, look, I scheduled these things. It'll say, look, I tried to schedule these things, and unfortunately, they all failed. Well, the reason they failed was because you need to make sure that you have your your push notifications turned on. So when you first load Photofy, it's going to ask you if you'll accept push notifications. Hit yes. That way you can get those to where the scheduler will be able to be used from there. All right, so I'm not sure why that screen failed, but anyhow, so now you've got the scheduled. This will show you everything that's ready to go, and the time and date. You can make changes. This one's been posted, and then there's some failed ones in there. And it's because I didn't get to them. So while we're working around here and creating things, we'll see a pop-up notification for this. So let me go ahead and go from there. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go ahead then and do some photos and collages. Let me see if there's questions in here. Who maintains the photos, and do retired pictures get removed? All of these images available in the subscription are maintained by Norwex, by the marketing team up at Norwex. If you ever feel like you're not up to date on these, what you can do is tap on the menu, go to settings, and then refresh the app, and that'll make sure that it'll pull in anything up to date and remove whatever they've removed. So it's just clearing the cache within the app. Let's see, is there a search? Sometimes looking for something specific. So unfortunately, under the Norwex stuff, there is not currently a search feature. We are working on adding that feature. So unfortunately, it's not right now. We don't. There is a search under like the general artwork. If you're using the personal side, we just don't have it on the Norwex side yet. How do we add our info, like a link to our website? So if you're going to add, if you need something clickable, Joanne, the answer to that would be you need to put that in the caption of your text, whether it's a text message or a social post. Unfortunately, Instagram does not do the clickable links within the captions, but Facebook, Twitter, all them, anything else will probably have a clickable link in the caption. But you can add whatever information you would like in your text message. Let's see. So I have an Android. The App Store has a Photofy Norwex. I'm not sure what that is. Let me go ahead and go into my Google Play Store on my device here and search. But what you're really looking for is Photofy content creation. Looks like somebody may have searched Photofy Norwex, and that comes up kind of as one of the possible search things. But no, what you want to look for is Photofy content creation and look for our logo. So you're going to look for the orange circle with the little cursive P for Photofy in there. But Photofy content creation. All right, we can't change and use anything, inspirations, even the graphics. No, if it's in the inspiration stream, it is literally there for inspiration. So, so you can see how other people are using Photofy. How do you change text in those templates? We don't have to go through compliance or add independent consultant with our name. So as far as changing the text, if you are able to click on it, you can change that text field to say whatever you need it to say. As far as compliance goes, you guys know your rules best. We have everything kind of set up to whatever Norwex has required, like the logos here, they say Norwex Independent Consultant Jane Smith. And then you can change like little fields in here, like the time, date, place. And then you could also tap on that. If you notice a typo in your name, you can also click on that. Oops. No, I just did that. So the pop-up was my post is ready. And that was the scheduler post. Gosh darn it. I wanted you guys to see that. Let me see if I can go back and reschedule it. Oh, gravy. Hold on. Sorry, I'm closing things too quickly and not even thinking about it. Okay. So let me get my screen share back up here. What is going on? I think it's stuck. All right, so share content screen. Okay. So we're going to load the magic here. I think Zoom is frozen. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so yeah, you guys know best as far as compliance goes, but you can tap on different things and change that. If you have any questions regarding compliance, unfortunately, we cannot answer them. You will need to go to Norwex to double check on that. But they create all of the templates in here, so I'm guessing that they're good to go just as they are. But definitely if you've got a question about it, send it to them and they can give you the yes or no officially on that. So, all right. So yeah, it failed. Okay, so let's try this again. We can always go back and re-edit. And then now it's going to say 11:02. So just a couple of minutes and it'll pop up again. I want to show you guys how that all works. Okay. So, and as far as changing text, as long as you're just changing what it says, then that's okay. Fonts, to my knowledge, cannot be changed in most of them. So, all right. And where do you register? Photofy.com/Norwex. Register, download Photofy, and just sign in, and you'll be good to go. All right. So, and how do you turn on the push notifications? That's a good question. So if you tap on the menu, go to your settings, go down and you can see notifications here at the bottom is turned on. So you want to make sure that that is available. Right there. In Android, you're a little bit different. You do have to go into your app settings and turn them on there. And I can walk you through that in just a bit. All right. So let's keep going. Let's go ahead and create an image here. And we'll just kind of go what we call freeform creation. So we're going to start with a background. So we'll go with photos and collages. And let's see, let's grab customer specials, consultant info. Let's kind of grab something here. We'll do this. And we'll hit continue. And now you can add more artwork. So you see that the logo is in the bottom, which is great. But we maybe want to add something else here. Like, I don't know, save the date. So we'll kind of pop that up here. Because we want that color to show through. And then you can change the date here to what are we? We're in September, so we'll say September. Today's 10th. And then done. And because this is free form, we can kind of do a little bit of stuff here. We can change the size. We'll cover more of the blue. And we're going to add a text field because we want our information on here. So we'll say Jane Smith, my alter ego, and then 504-6484. We'll hit apply and put our name right there. Now here's where you can change the font if you'd like. Obviously you want it to be something very readable, but these are fonts that are provided by Norwex so that everything stays on brand. So again, I'm going to say this kind of goes with their compliance. So you can kind of choose something in here to make it look nice. Format, you can change colors. Now, this is really cool. Let me go ahead and cancel that. So you see this little thing right here that says spectrum. If you tap on that and then scroll up, you'll find a little eyedropper tool. With that eyedropper, you can move this little viewer around and pick a color out of your image. So let's say I want my name in gray, but I want that specific one. So now I've done that, hit apply. And I want to move this over just a hair. So I'm going to use this to do that. And you can also add shadows of different colors. So if I do white or black, I don't like that because that kind of makes it funny, but white makes it stand out of the background just a little bit better. So we'll hit apply. And now we're done. So this image is good to go. If you want to kind of view it without all the editing stuff, you'll have that here. If you want to save this as a project, say you think you're going to use this again and you don't want to take the time to redo everything, you can click on the little icon that looks like a piece of paper and save it in your projects. So now you can go back to it, make small edits like the date, or if your phone number changes or you'd rather have your email address there, you can change that as well. So we'll hit done. And now this takes it to the sharing screen. And you can share to social, you can share via text, you can do all kinds of stuff here. Now, if there's something you want to share to that's not in this list, there's this more share options at the bottom. You can click on that and it'll bring up whatever apps you have installed on your device, and you can share to any of those as well. So I tend to do a lot of airdropping from my phone to my computer. That way I can get images set up properly in different places, or if I'm going to be sharing somewhere that I can't get to on my phone, super easy to get it to my computer. All right. Let's see. What time was that schedule we're supposed to go? I must have missed it again. I'm awful. Okay, but anyhow, what happens is a pop-up message comes up and says that your post is ready. You click on the post, and it will take you over to Instagram or Facebook or wherever you had it scheduled. Now, something to remember is if you're doing Facebook, it's only going to go to your Facebook timeline. We don't have a way to go to anything else if you're using the scheduler. It is a restriction on Facebook, but you can send it to your timeline there. Instagram, I love Instagram. So I use that a lot. But anyhow, so that's how schedule will work. Just keep in mind that it does not auto post for you. So you do have to do a little bit in between to make sure that it goes through. So let's see. We've got when sharing to Facebook, it says my account. How do you get it to share to your team page or VIP page? Can't share on main personal page, not allowed to. Okay. So my account will go to your timeline. Tap on that, my account, and it should take you to, if you haven't already, it'll have you log in to gain access to Facebook. And then it'll also ask you what pages you want to give it access to. Let me see if I can, like I said, I don't do Facebook, so I'm not sure how this is going to show up on this phone. But if I want to share this to Facebook, we'll hit done. And then we'll go to Facebook. So right here where it says my account, there's a drop down on the right side. If you tap on that, it'll ask you to sign in. So continue. Now, if you get here, click on edit settings, and it's going to ask you what pages you want it to have access to. So these are all the pages that are linked. I don't know why it's doing that. These are all the pages that are linked to your account, to your personal account. So Photofy, and the rest of them are all kind of just funky ones on here. But anyhow, so I want to have Photofy, give Photofy Inc. access. We'll hit next, and then done. So I've now linked. And now this will pop up here and it'll give you access to post to whichever pages. So my account again is your personal timeline, and the rest of these are your business pages that you afforded it access to. So we'll say done, and then you can enter your caption here and then post to Facebook, and it'll post to your Facebook page. Now, if you have trouble with this, then contact support. If you go to our support page right here in the menu, support, there is a link up here on the top right that says submit a request, and we can help you out. So if you guys have any questions at any point in time, you can definitely submit a request over to the support here at Photofy, and we'll get you taken care of. So, and that's for anything. We do also have this section here in the support area, the Norwex plus Photofy, that's got video tutorials. So basically everything I've already covered here today, a little bit of extras, and then some Q&A. And I believe in here, all of the past webinars. So this is where you'll go to find the past webinars. So there's a little link here that goes back. So anyway, easy to find within the app here. Let's see, if I want to use my Photofy, my iPad, but forgot my password, who do I contact? So Evelyn, there should be, if you go to your sign in page, if you tap on business sign in there at the bottom here, it says forget password reset here. You should be able to reset your password just by clicking on this. You can enter your email address, hit submit, and it should send you an email. That will give you a link or a URL that you can copy and paste over to reset your password. If you have trouble with that, again, go to that support section, just hit the continue as a guest here at the bottom, and then you can get to the support there. Can you schedule it with an iPhone? You absolutely can. You can use it with iPhone, iPad, Android, anything like that. So yeah, I have an Android and it doesn't have a scheduler. So again, I mentioned earlier, you do have scheduler, it's just in a different spot. It's not going to be on that main screen just because it is a little different. Let me go ahead and get logged back in here. And so you'll find it in both your sharing screen and your, oops, I guess it helps if you spell, huh? Norwex demo. All right. So if you're on Android, you'll have it on your menu, the 3 lines at top left, and then on your sharing screen when you complete an image. So those are the 2 places where you'll actually find it if you are on Android. And let's see. When you do a collage of multiple pics, is there a way to zoom out to automatically fit all pics? It's challenging to have to click on each pic and try to make them fit. Okay, good question. So when you create a collage, what happens is, depending on the size of your images, it's going to take the smallest side to fit in there. So let's go ahead and grab this, and I'll grab a couple other things to kind of go in different sides. What you can do, oops, went too far. That's what happens when I'm scrolling with a mouse. What you can do is grab change the ratio as well. Sorry. So we're going to do this. We're going to pick these 4. Now the first time, actually we'll do that one. Okay, the first time when you hit apply, it's going to take the smallest side and fit it in there. You can also go to edit layout, ratio, and change if you want it to be taller or wider. Now, if you're going to be doing anything like for a Facebook, not profile pic, but like the top header image for a party or for a page or anything like that, we don't have those preset in here, but you can use the add custom dimensions. Also Zoom, if you guys are still doing Zoom parties or, Facebook live parties or anything like that, you want a background, if you've got a green screen, you can do that as well. But what you could do is add your pixel dimensions. And now that's going to be over here. Oh, excuse me. Go all the way over. There's a line there that tells me which ones are my custom, which ones are not. And you can do some custom ratios there. So, but if you're doing this, my suggestion, what I always do is make that border smaller. And then you'll have to play with swapping your images into spots that it kind of fits better. All right, so swap. And I know it's like right there on the spot where I want it to go. And now you can kind of tap and make things. It's not working with my fingers today. It's in the wrong one. There, make that check mark is in the right spot. And then you kind of move things around a little bit and fit. It's a little, see, that one's a vertical. So we're going to swap it to here. So it can be a little cumbersome, but you also have the option, instead of doing it like this, of doing solid backgrounds and then adding a lot of these as overlays. So if you want to do something like that, where your product images are on top, you can do that as well. So let me just grab these 4. We'll add a 5th one. And then continue. And we'll hit apply. So now I want to go ahead and add the product images on top. So one of these will have my information. Probably put that one right there. And then you can always change the ratio later. So edit layout, we'll change the ratio. We'll go with the landscape. Hit apply. And then kind of edit different things from there. So you notice that my Norwex logo is kind of down low because we changed the ratio on that. So make sure that things you're changing, you can still find them later, because sometimes I've accidentally changed things a little too much. Okay, so we have that. And now what we're going to do is go back to add text and overlays and add some artwork. So we're going to find the product info that we want to put up. Let's see, style guide fall. So those are some really cute things. Oh, look at football. Okay. Sorry, I get sidetracked by football. Product collection. So we're going to go ahead. Let's grab this. I think that'll fit in the top one. We can move it there and maybe add a couple things. So you can, change things around, add different products as overlays in here, and do very similar to having them all in the background. So the background one is nice because then you can just add maybe like one or two little things on top, like a logo or, maybe your information. But if it's not fitting properly, this is another option. So you can kind of keep adding things and having fun with that. And if you end up creating something that you really like, you can save it as a project and come in and just change one or two things. So hopefully that helps. Yeah. So if your profile page is just spinning and loading, it might just be because we're all, a lot of us are on it right now, but we're looking into it to try to figure out why it is doing that. But just keep trying, unfortunately. All right, so I use photos to create. How do I edit my text? Can I? So Nancy, it depends. If you are doing it something like this where you can add a free form item and just hit text, you can definitely change that. So if we hit apply and we notice that maybe we wanted to add something to it. So as long as you don't leave the screen, you can always tap on it, hit edit, and it'll give you formatting options. Or if you double tap on it, it'll give you, and see, I changed it to black font. So the ability to change there, and then it'll take you to formatting still. All right, so how do you set push notifications if you didn't do it when you signed up? I'm on Android. Okay, so let me get my Android phone logged in here. And then we can walk you through some Android stuff. All right, so let me join the meeting, 495-057-822. All right. So we're going to go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so now that we're on Photofy, so if you did not allow it to do your notifications beforehand, go to your phone settings, go to apps and notifications, and you're going to find Photofy in your list. And now tap on notifications and you can turn them on. So right here where it says show notifications, you can turn it off and on. And then you can kind of decide what else you want to add there. So that is Android push notifications. So it's a little bit different than the iOS option. All right, just for hoots and hollers, we'll see if we can get that profile to pop up on Android. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to manage my profile. It keeps getting hung up. Yep. Unfortunately, this is an issue that we do know about. We'll see if this will pop up for us. All right, so is this recording? Can I watch it later? Absolutely. It is being recorded. You can go to support.photofy.com and look for the Norwex link. And we've got a link in there for past webinars. Let's see. If I want a seasonal background, are there any built in? I've not found backgrounds anywhere like that. So Norwex has their backgrounds built in here. Let's see. They don't have the option to go with any stock photos other than what they've got available here. Let's see, backgrounds. They do have some in here that are cute for fall. Yes, his profile's still messing up. That you might be able to utilize under the backgrounds, or maybe even lifestyle. Not lifestyle. Just the background side. Alternatively, and this I don't know if this is compliant, so you'll have to ask. But at the bottom here, there is this accounts option. You can switch to personal. Go into our stock photos, search for fall, and if you find a background that you like and you know what ratio you're going to choose, you can just kind of go through and let's see, if we say ratio original, we can save that, switch back to Norwex, and now it's going to be in your albums. So you can pull it up there and you can utilize that. But again, you're going to have, this is something you would have to ask Norwex if that's okay to do, because it's not one of the images they've provided. So definitely check with them on that. All right, so I only have 2 fonts available for Norwex and Android. Is there some way to get them all? It depends on where you're at. So let me see. If it's something that's in a, nope. So if you're doing freeform creation, you should have access to all of them. If you're in the templates, then they've restricted the fonts on that template. So unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to do something different there. Okay, someone asked about the color picker. So again, this is going to be the same here. Format, spectrum, slide it down a little bit and you'll find the eyedropper tool. And from there you can move around and grab colors. And they'll appear in there. So you can do that. And now I can't see my thing. But now you can grab whatever colors you'd like out of that color spectrum. All right, an airdrop, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, you may be an Android user. Airdrop is an iOS to Mac computer thing. So for those of you that don't have iOS or don't have a Mac computer, like both, there are other options you can use. You can save your item to Google Drive, or if you have a way to connect your phone via Bluetooth to your computer, that might be an option as well. So let's see, I don't want to share to Facebook and not straight to my account, so we don't have it on our main timeline. So that's, again, click on the drop down that says my account, and it should allow you to connect different things. Let's see, I'm not clear how to add more than 1 picture when creating a post. If I select 3 pictures, it creates a collage with 3 blocks. I want 2 pictures on top of the background. Okay, so Terry, unfortunately, that is not an option. Like overlaying photos is not an option in here. The only thing you can do is have a solid background and then overlay the product images via artwork. So if you have a solid background, go to text and overlays and then artwork, and then you can choose what images you want to overlay. So if you want to grab, say that is pretty. And then you want to grab another one, again, under host rewards, we'll grab these scrubbies, and you can move them around. And you can add as many pieces of artwork as you'd like. So, keep going with whatever is on your mind. And then from there, you'll want to maybe add your logo, which should be here under Norwex. This one's got my name in it. Wow, a Jane Smith name. All right, so then you can do that, and then you can also add text, maybe your phone number. All right, so you can put that, or whatever information you want to share. You can add that there. And we're in format. We're going to go with the same Norwex blue, so let me cancel that. We'll go to spectrum, color picker, make that blue so it matches, and then go from there. So now you can share that out. So if you're going to overlay pictures, artwork is going to be the way that you're going to need to do that. Otherwise, if you're going to be doing choosing them from the backgrounds, it's going to come up with a collage. So if you want, you can always, choose an extra image, just a random image. You can clear that out and then put your logo in there, put a solid color in there or something like that. So the other ones are pictures, and then the solid color has your name and info. Someone's asking about access codes. No, you do not need an access code for this. When you register on the website, all you need to do is sign in with the same email address and password, and then it should all pop in for you. Is it possible to share a project with another Photofy consultant via Photofy? Right now, no. We are looking into this to see if it's possible, but at this moment, all projects are actually stored directly on your phone within the app folders. So let's see, when you initially sign in, you chose business sign in. Yes. And let's see, is it okay to delete it off my iPhone and add back so I can start over all the way around? I don't have any. If you need to delete it, go for it. I'm not sure why you would need to start over if you're having trouble with something. Once you have an account, it's probably something super simple we can fix. If you're having problem with the app itself, then yes, deleting it and reinstalling it might help. But again, you can always contact us at support and we can see if we can help. Let's see. How do you get to the training section? Oh, absolutely. So this is gonna be the same everywhere. Go ahead and tap on the menu and then support. And then that'll take you to our support pages. Just, you can search for a certain thing, or we've got a lot of stuff in the Norwex plus Photofy section. So if you tap on that, this will take you to past webinars, all of our video tutorials, and then some just written out information. And if there's anything that we don't have in here that you think would be beneficial, please send that to me. I'm happy to add articles in here. All you need to do is tap on the 3 lines at the top right, submit a request, and let me know you've got feedback and what that feedback is, and I'm happy to take a look into that. Let's see. So it's all very quick and fast. I know, I'm sorry. Trying to get a bunch of info into a very short amount of time, but you can definitely go through all of this info at support.photofy.com on the web, or you can also just use the support link in the app and find a lot of the stuff. So what is a hex code, Josh? A hex code is a code for a color. A lot of graphic artists use it to find a specific shade. I know some brands, most brands have a specific shade of a specific color that is their branded color. So, you know, Norwex's blue color is a specific key hex code. So that's if you want to get down to the super specific nitty gritties on color. Let's see, where did you get this beautiful and switch it over? Edit. Okay, sorry. So Kristen, the fall photo was on the personal side of the app. If you go into Photofy, tap on accounts at the very bottom and go to personal. Under photos and collages, we've got stock photos that you can search. I searched for fall and found that image there. But again, it's not an image provided by Norwex, so I caution, you know, that I utilize that with caution. If you think you might need to check with Norwex on the whole compliance thing, because it's not one that's provided from them. This one's actually kind of cool because then you can add some stuff in this blank space. Oops, as I'm touching my screen. That's another thing. If you end up accidentally moving something, you can tap on it and lock it so that your screen is, your image won't move around again. But this is kind of a cool one because you've got some blank space in there. You might be able to add something. But again, that's on the personal side. So if you're going to use anything on our stock photo side, make sure that it will be okay. All right, got the drop down perfect. How do I move a picture from front to back? So if you've got a bunch of artwork overlays on something and you want to move it, tap on the one that you want to move. And a little menu should pop up. I'm just going to grab a bunch of stuff here and oops, of course you're not going to be able to see that, right? Because I grabbed the wrong color. All right. Let's try gray. So we'll do that. Oops. I'm not doing very well right here. Okay. I meant to do that and add some more in green. Okay, so if we want the green one to be behind the gray one, once you're out of the artwork chooser, tap on it to bring up the little box. There's 3 dots at the top right, and you can move forward and backward. And so you can bring it behind or in front of the gray. And so that should work for that. So you're just looking for the little 3 dots at the top. Okay, even in freeform, there is only Norwex, NA, Swanky, and Moo. Debbie, if you could go ahead and utilize that support feature on the app, send me screenshots if you would, and we can take a look. We may need to uninstall and reinstall the app for you and see if that helps. And can you make pics larger while scrolling through the templates? Unfortunately, I don't believe there is a way to do. Let me see. Well, I take that back. Okay, so if you're Android, you can change the number of columns to 3, 4, or 5. If you want them a little bit bigger, you can make it 3. And they do have a little bit of filter. So new, hot, or paid. I haven't seen that one before. Okay. So go to 3 columns and makes it just a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if iOS has that. I'll have to look. And can you delete any of your Photofy images if you don't want it anymore? You absolutely can. So Photofy saves to your device. What you can do is go to your library. If you're on Android, there's a Photofy folder. So you'll just locate that and then delete. iOS, same thing. It's probably going to be in your camera roll. So you can go ahead and just locate them and delete them. Let's see. How do you edit text once you typed it and started formatting and hit apply? Double tap on the text. If you need to edit that, you can then edit it for you. Let's see. And where are there no fall backgrounds? There's every other season. Tammy, that is a good question. I'm not sure. We can check with Norwex on that for you. They actually provide all the images in the app, and I'll definitely check into that and see if there's something they can add for you guys. All right. Let's see. Android tapping on picture doesn't give you the 4 corner work feature. So how do I move it? Is it, Debbie, is it a background or is it an overlay? If it's an overlay, then it should. I'm on the Android device right now, showing you guys that. Okay, so add text, artwork. So we're going to add artwork. So if you're still within this editing feature right here, you're going to want to tap on that check mark to get to where you've got your artwork, text, and stickers underneath. And then you should be able to find it all when you tap on it. This one allows you to rotate. This one allows you to resize. And this is the forward background, copy, lock. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, so she forgot the check mark. Awesome. Easy peasy. All right. Any other questions you guys have, please pop in that Q&A. We got just a couple more minutes where I can help you out live here. Let's see. Let me run through chat, see if there's anything in there maybe I'll miss. All right. So couldn't hear me. Hopefully the switch in the microphone helped. High Desert, Fort Irwin, California. Awesome, Carrie. So I lived in the high desert for several years back in the late 90s. Early 2000s. I was in 29 Palms with my husband. It was some really cool times. I say that jokingly. It was 120 degrees at midnight. But it was fun. All right. So Facebook, went over Facebook group. How do I post directly into a Facebook party? So, okay. Unfortunately, we can't post directly to a Facebook party. What you would have to do is go from your camera roll. So you'd have to actually open up Facebook and then pull it from your photos, and then you can post from there. So unfortunately, you could find the Photofy folder and then post. So you're not going to be able to go directly from Photofy to anything but what's available, the timeline, your personal timeline, or your page. Anything else, you would have to actually go directly from the Photofy, or excuse me, Facebook app. Do you have to pay for a yearly subscription to Photofy Norwex? Carol, good question. Absolutely not. If you are already an Office Suite subscriber with Norwex, this is an additional added benefit at no additional cost. All you have to do is register and utilize it. and we will help you out as much as we can. Let's see, when you initially sign in, do you choose business or personal? You can use business, and then I'll get you in. And all right, thanks, Shelly. Appreciate you. All right, so Kelly, Kristen, I'm glad this helped you out. Let's see, is there a flip feature? More arrows only go one direction. So there is not a flip feature. We have in here, I'm not sure if it's available. Text edit photo. So there's a mirror, but it's probably not what you're looking for. It's kind of weird. So yeah, it would just mirror it. But no, there isn't a flip. That's a good feature request. Let me see if that's something we can do. I'll definitely send that up to Dev. And how do I send the compliance? So everything is saved to your device, Melanie. What you can do is either from the sharing page, I would assume, you can go ahead and hit more share options and then just find your email app. So I've got Gmail here, and then it would attach it as to the email, and you can email it from there. Otherwise, again, it's saved in your galleries on your phone, and you can forward it from there. How can I use Photofy on a MacBook? You cannot, unfortunately. Photofy is only on mobile, so iPhone, Android phone, and tablets. Let's see, I like to be able to edit all pictures free floating, not only in the layout box. Okay, so the pictures items are going to be artwork. So make sure you add them as artwork, and then you can kind of move from there. All right, let me see. Let me go back here. Oh, Photofy's not even open. Okay. All right. Can't download on Mac, but only on iPhone and iPad. Let's see if managed profile never loads. Who do we contact? Josh, it's a known issue that we have. Just keep trying. Unfortunately, I do have our dev guys working on trying to figure out why it's not doing that. It happens to me constantly too, for some reason with Norwex. So we're not sure if it's just because the sheer size of their galleries or what's going on, but it is being worked on. Keep trying, and we will hopefully get a resolution on that sooner rather than later. And more left or hours. I got it, Diana. So if you guys are doing arrows, I guess it depends on which arrows you're using. Sometimes if they're straight arrows, you can like rotate it and it should work. But if it's a curvy one, yeah, no, it's not going to work so well. Okay, so how do we change Photofy account from personal to business? Doesn't matter. Norwex is my only Photofy account. So if you're signed in and you have access to Norwex, now if you've already registered, then you're good. Just sign in and you should see this, and you can flip back and forth between personal and business here at the bottom. If you haven't registered yet and you only have Photofy personal, go to Photofy. Oops. .com / will it let me? It's going to be a little stinker because of that link there at the bottom. All right. Let me get my mouse in here. No, it doesn't like me. It doesn't like me tapping on things right here because of Zoom. Anyhow, so photofy.com / Norwex. Oh, here I can move that. Hey, I learned something new. Okay. Photofy.com / Norwex. So if you only have a personal account and you haven't yet, go in here and then you can register at the bottom. And you can register on your phone or on the computer either way, but you do need to download Photofy and make sure you get to the app from there. All right. So I have gotten through everybody's questions. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, if you have any other issues, please, go ahead and utilize that support link in Photofy. Tap on the menu and go to support. And if you don't find it in the Norwex section here, down within the articles, then go ahead and use those 3 lines at the top right to submit a request, and that'll take you to a form. that'll come out to our support system that we can go ahead and get back to you on. Try to get back to you within 24 hours, if not sooner, if we're able to. But hopefully we'll get this all figured out for you. There is a place for screenshots at the bottom, so add files. If you guys are having any specific issues or have specific questions, please include as much information as you can that helps us out as far as understanding what the issue is, and being able to provide a solution a lot faster. So please utilize as many fields as you can, and that really helps us out. Other than that, I think we're good. Thank you so much for spending the last hour and 10 minutes with me. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate all the questions. And we will see you next month if you'd like to join. We do this every month. And again, thank you so much. Have a great time and stay healthy. Bye.